the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shine in the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York.
Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start the drive with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Cook up the gut.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. And the Bills sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 44, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 7 yards there and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And going deep for Hill. They got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And they work this well upfield across the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. A touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Bills are once again back in front.
This time the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot, because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this one is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Tua on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
They'll start with the option.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
But this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one.
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Option play. Here's Cook.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Emmanuel Ogbah finding his way to the ball for a big stop there behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Tua.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What do you do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. Back to throw. Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 30 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Right there, we can do it.
Allen taking it himself. Oh, he's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Allen now on the sneak. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Taking it about the 1. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
when they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Fuller. Touchdown, Dolphins. Will Fuller, a 20-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Allen off the play fake. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they crossed into Miami territory at the 46. They'll go option to the short side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that will keep the lead at 8. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On 2nd down and 4. Tua dancing to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. And it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Sanders' kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Finding room in midfield.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On play action, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Nick Needham picks it off.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Now Tua going to try and sneak it.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Tua Tagovailoa
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The first thrown out for the backup, Keenum. Flush to his right.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident roll right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Hard throw, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop?
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins... Possession here up at the 44.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
2 now on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. After the sack on first down, Tua under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
On the set, triple 38, and cycle.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, set. Flag blue.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
One final try here for Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here is incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for Miami, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.